S3W3, Season 3, enough will be praised, Pro. I'm joined, I'm of course NBP President Stymie, coach of Strong Bad's awesome team, joined by DK, coach of the Underworld's Blood War Warriors? Blood War? Underworld Blood War?
Wars.
Underworld Blood Wars necromantic team. And we are here for a Week 3 clash between hated rivals Commissioner Kamikozy and his Rats Off to You, and BortBot18 and his Goth Bondage party. What do you have to say, DK? What are your thoughts going into this match?
Does Bort still have the strength 5 piece?
I believe he does. Yes, he has Frenzy now. Painjoy is live with Frenzy.
Oh, man.
Okay, so just to get some news here, in the inducement phase, Kamikozy took a wizard in the inducement phase, and Bort won the coin toss, and he elected to defer, which is typically a common strategy against Skaven. You hope they could just score quickly, and then you can just own the ball for the rest of the game, and I gotta imagine that's what Bort is probably thinking. I could be wrong.
That makes a lot of sense. It's a rare time that elves can pretty easily outbash a team.
Right?
Not a bad idea. Give the ball up.
Let's take a look at some of these skills here. So a lot of guard on the rats, which is nice. Rat ogre with guard, a storm vermin blocking guard, and then you got a storm vermin over here with mighty blow and an agility up. Then we got a very long legs gutter runner with sprint, and what is that? Is that dodge? No, they have dodge. So sprint and very long legs. Very interesting there. Thrower with accurate.
Assuming the next skill will be leap on that guy.
Yeah, an agility wrestle gutter runner, a big hand block gutter runner, and then he's got a journey rat.
That's a crazy team.
And then Bort's over here just min-maxing like crazy. He of course has the 2 strength up frenzy piece with block. Painjoy, 2 strength up, I guess you'd say. He's a blitzer. Correct? Yeah, he's a blitzer. And then, of course, he has Mistress Tickles, the agility 5 block. Friggin', I don't even know what that other ability at the end that she has. I didn't even get a chance to see it. I can't tell from here what that ability is.
I think it's leap. Yeah. Leap.
That's right. Oh, so yeah, that's
he also
ridiculous.
has a strength 4 alignment with block as well.
Yeah, he does. Not on the line, curiously enough. So starting it out with some chain blocks, no pounds, going after the journeyman, or journey elf held hill.
Wouldn't hit them with the journey rat though.
True.
Scoops up the ball with ease.
Okay, so we've got the chat rocking. I could see it. I got my phone out here. Alright, so he goes deeper in to protect himself there, because he knows he can pass with the accurate rat.
There's nothing better.
Do you think he's
Ooh, double skulls with a roger. Oh, what are we gonna see here? He's just take it? He just takes it. Smart. Very disciplined play on Kami's part to just take it. I can't imagine he's very happy about dub skulls right off the bat with his attack piece.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's just thinking, well, there goes the game. That's all she wrote, folks.
Oh, I don't know if he's thinking it that early, but I think we're gonna see a rat ogre foul. I think we're definitely gonna see a rat ogre foul.
Oh yeah, it's Bort definitely.
He just looks like he's gearing up to it.
The guard storm vermin goes.
Oh,
down.
Gibbons! Gibbons is a good piece too. That's his guard piece right off the bat.
Oh yeah, I can feel the foul coming. Even though it's almost sort of risky. He's only got, I think he only has 9 players actually, and he's got 2 journeymen, I believe. Or is he? I mean, only have 1 journeyman. Still risky either way.
Well, yeah. No, he. I mean, I guess he's feeling now that he's got the injury on Gibbons. Now he can definitely foul
Yeah,
because if he loses the piece, he's no worse for wear because he's just matching Gibbons.
I'm assuming he'll dodge out with the journeyman to foul, maybe,
Possibly.
or with this 0 out of 6 lineman here.
Going into this game,
Yeah.
the Rats are undefeated. They're 2-0 in Deep Dark against the 2-time division winner of Deep Dark, Goth Bondage Party, who has lost a game and tied in their first
The
2
worst
games.
kind of foul.
And yeah, it is. And we have a send-off here, but you know, so good. Get your Journey Elf off the pitch, so you don't have to worry about that.
You almost have to punish this positioning by getting at least a few people downfield. Oh!
Oh shit! Look at this!
Oh,
I did
man.
not expect him to just say "F you." I'm fireballing right now because
Oh, man. And he
you're
APOs. Oh,
he APOs. Wow.
he's got so many good
Here we
pieces
go,
at
here
this
we
point.
go. Oh, we get some resist out of it. Oh, man. I bet you he was hoping to get more out of that than what he did. Although the injury burned the APO, Bort having to burn his apothecary turn 2 is huge. And another reason why that's extra huge for our viewers who are kind of unfamiliar with NBP, enough will be praised. We do 2 sets of division games. So in your first set of division games, if you can wreck your opponent, that's one less team that you have to worry about down that stretch that's going to be competing with you for that playoff spot. So if you can wreck your opponent, then by the time you play again, then it doesn't really matter if you know all their pieces are off the pitch for game 2. I mean, obviously you want to win every game, but going at your division opponents and exacting heavy losses is just it's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
way to put yourself in position.
It just reminds me of Blue Max's team last season. He never really had a chance in you guys' division.
Oh yeah, that's a bash heavy division. You can't come in that division with now it's probably the most fearsome division in terms of bash. I mean, we've got an Orc team, a Chaos team, a Nurgle team, and Dwarfs. I don't really think there's a division that's even close with pure bash like that. Looks like he's setting up the, I don't know what you'd call that. I guess trying to seal off the edge here with some screening.
Yep.
Find a place for him to go. I tell you though, I don't think he scores early though. I think you're gonna see Kami screen out and try to get some hits on his opponents. Try to get some hits on some of them AV8 with that mighty blow. I think you're gonna see that happen.
When I play Rats, I always try to keep some gutter runner within scoring range at all
Oh
times.
yeah, you always got to have a connection piece. No question. No question.
They're trying to secure the ball.
Oh, and he fails the catch. Earning those rerolls.
Throw the ball into a ready-made cage.
From one extreme to the other. That was 6.
I love that. Rags to riches,
I
they
don't
call
think he
that.
can afford to run downfield here. Yeah, he's just gonna stay.
No, I think you just stay, and I think you just try to just create a nice screen with options. You know.
Oh, he does run downfield.
Or you just say screw it, and you know what?
Oh,
He's already burned his reroll. He's already burned his reroll, and he failed the sprint. Is that a run rerolling one on top of already having a?
Oh no, sprint.
Sprint already triggered, so he was screwed because if it triggers once, it doesn't trigger again, right? Or no, does that piece not have sprint? I don't see.
Sprint gives three
Oh,
three
three GFIs.
GFIs.
It's not sure feet. Yeah, it's not sure feet.
Yeah.
Correct. I was thinking sure feet. He's done a pretty good job screening off though. So even if it does become like a mush situation down there, he's still got, you know.
He didn't really think about the strength 5 right there though.
Yeah, that's true. Painjoy is brutal.
It's one thing about playing elves with rats. You almost have to assume they can just keep up with you. You can't really. It's not like playing dwarves. You can't just run for it.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely. But I don't know. I think there was some merit in what he was trying there to just, score early and then really maybe make this game a shootout. Not necessarily a stall fest. I must admit, I don't know how to make the weather go away. It's really annoying me.
You have to not have a player selected and then hit up on the D-pad.
I technically have a player. I have a player
Yeah.
selected, but I don't know how. I don't have a player selected. I really don't.
You just have to click on a random player and then click off.
The merrier.
There it is. So we got a knockout here. Not good. So far for turn we got 2 rats off the pitch compared with 1 of the Goth Bondage party.
The thing about both of these teams, they can both still do damage with.
Oh, they got some mighty
very
blow. I
few
mean, they got
people
all
on the
types of
field.
skills.
Yeah.
This is way too early for who knows what's gonna happen.
He's got to try to get someone on the ball, because if not,
I don't know if he's got anybody with movement who can really get there outside of. Almost like I think he's seeding this touchdown, because he's thinking to himself, if he moves somebody to get him into position, then
it almost makes sense. So
oh wait, no,
just...
no, here we go. Now he goes. Yeah, all right, now he picks.
Oh, and he
fails.
And he picks it up.
Up.
But he can't do anything with it, so.
Or yeah, he'll pass.
Yes, he does.
He's got the ball.
Gets
Solid
the catch.
Play.
Yeah, passes right
He
into
does have
protection.
a stand-up 1 die with the storm. No, he doesn't, because that is the strength 5 piece.
Look at that.
So, yeah.
Well, we're gonna see a red die. I mean, that's what he needs.
Oh,
He's at least got block on Tom Peters, so all he needs is.
And the rat ogre is so far away. The guard
And
not doing any good.
Coin flips the wild animal. Not getting up. Ouch.
I don't know. I guess you just mark everybody up as best you can and go.
Pop that blitz
Go for
red
them.
die.
Yeah.
Because he lost his other guard piece, which would have been huge.
Yeah.
Still would have been a red die.
Yeah.
Strength 5. I mean, Jesus, he would need what, 3 marks, 4 marks to get that going.
Does he take it with the wrestle gutter? Well, no, he can't. Because that'd be a 3. That'd be a 3 die.
Yeah, strength 2 it would be, but he'd get. Well, no, would it be a 3 die? Yeah, because it's double plus 1. Yeah, it would be a 3 die. But he has wrestle though, so all you need is just anything but just not get a skull. But are you not gonna not get a push? Yeah, you can't be doing a 3 die. No, Steel Drake 83. That Rat Ogre did not get hit with a fireball. That Rat Ogre dub skulled on turn 1, and then he was surrounded for an impending gang foul once his stun wore off. So the fireball was done by the Skaven coach, Kami, in retaliation to try to take out as many of those gang fouling players as possible. Did injure 1, however, the reroll got him into the substitutes. So now looks like he's got him on the ball. Did he blitz yet, or did he just stand up?
Yeah, he blitzed him. It was a 2 red die. It was a block and a push, and he took the block.
Yeah, it is going to be hard as hell to get that ball out of Painjoy's hand with these rats.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
man. Ooh. Oh,
He's
he's
zero,
fresh. Yeah.
0 lino. It'll be okay. Ooh, so count feedback now has tackle. A jump up tackle could be very useful against the Skaven. And yep, let's just go to runner with the tackle.
Oh, he gives him, doesn't follow up. Interesting.
Probably gonna mark one of these guys on the bottom of the cage here. Oh, runs downfield.
Oh, he's setting up options. Bort's a hell of a coach. And he's got to be thinking right now how mad he is about what happened to him season 2. And, I mean, season 1, he lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to Swole. Season 2, he loses in the Eastern Conference Finals / wild card to Pax Romana.
I still think that
and he's 7 and he was like 7 wins and 1 tie. Regular season record.
Yeah.
Loses that game.
I think that season 1 game against Swole is still the best game I've ever watched. It was amazing.
That was a great Blood Bowl game. With the overtime, that might be one of the greatest. That's certainly one of the greatest games in NBP history. And if anybody wants to check that game out, it is on our YouTube. NBP. Just go to YouTube, search NBP-Pro, or just type in Swole vs. Goth Bondage Party. You will find that Eastern Conference Final. It is one of the greatest games ever. I called it. It's in there. I believe I have co-commentary for that game, but it is in the archives. So check it out. And subscribe to our YouTube page. Just more shilling while I'm here because we're trying to get 100 subscribers so we can change the URL. I could change the custom URL tag if we earn 100 subscribers. So help a guy out. You can also go to NBP-Pro.com to click the YouTube link to get an immediate access to our complete archives. There's at least 70, 80 matches there. Season 1, 2 playoffs. Season 2's playoffs in their entirety. Skink League. Ronnie Rott matches. Race Roulette Ruckus matches. Good versus Evil matches. There's all types of shit up in there.
Pays off.
Finally, Wild Animal pays off. I love the moxie of just going for the coin flip again, though. So now he's got a decent amount of rats to try to do something. Well, the problem is strength 5. I mean, buffeted by an agility 5.
He left a place open to mark to make it a 2 red die. Cause he can mark both sides of this cage. Or at least just one side. And
it's ridiculous that you'd have to double mark to earn a 2 red die instead of a 3.
Maybe dodge out Crazy Peter. Or he just goes for the 3 die. Ooh.
Look at that. He'll take it all day long, baby. I don't see dodge on Painjoy. We are going to see the ball carrier hit the ground. Wrestle, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, but what a perfect bounce.
Man.
However, I believe City Councilman, he's got dodge and he's got big hand. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
So he might, but then again, he's got to dodge into a tackle zone and then into a tackle zone. Like, it couldn't go down next to him.
You got to try, though. You got to try, I think.
So it's a plus. That's a pretty bad. What's the dodge into
the dodge in would be a
coin flip?
You're dodging into 2 tackle zones from a tackle zone. So that's ridiculous. And then
he just did it. He doesn't fucking care. He doesn't care. It was +4. There's a 4+.
And he
Now what the hell
out
does he
to
do?
the other gutter runner. That would be amazing. Oh,
Holy shit! And that is why
headlock.
rats are fucking stupid. I apologize for the language, ladies and gentlemen, but rats are stupid. He is gonna go run now, and he's gonna be pretty much out of position. He stands up his thrower, and he's got a screen ready to go. Unbelievable. Widthwise, no one can touch him. No one can touch him. That is one of the straight up damnedest things I've ever seen.
Every piece with 7 move is in this cage that no longer has the ball.
That was straight stupid. I'm waiting for the chat to catch up to that. Tell me somebody's is telling people they're silent after what just transpired there. Here we go. That's right, Wheelie. F rats indeed. If I were bored, I would just be kicking right now. Witch Elf don't have the movement to get to that rat. Nobody does. Unbelievable.
Oh, and he surfs. He surfs the plus AG.
Oh wait, does that Witch Elf? Oh, Witch Elf can, yes. The Witch Elf can get with 2 GFIs. I stand corrected. 2 GFIs that Witch Elf can get there. Very good catch, Steel Drake. But yes, Midway, effing cray cray. There's really no other way to describe what that was. And if you're Bort, you only have 1 reroll with 5 turns to go in the half. I don't think you go for those 2 GFIs. I think you just give up that touchdown. I mean,
yeah,
I don't
you just
even
gotta
know.
get close enough to make him score, and then just gotta try to score yourself.
Or just stack up them casualties. He's already got 2 players off the pitch, Gibbons and Magic Man Gregory. Not a huge loss. Gibbons was a loss though, because Gibbons had guard, and that.
He's going for it. He's going for it. He wouldn't have taken notice if he wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're absolutely right.
What does this ball carrier piece have? Well, he's got block and sidestep, so that's not a bad. Yep, there it is.
Heyo.
Did he take the read? Nope.
Now, if you're going, you gotta get your ass in this end zone. No effing around. I don't even think you go for the dodge. I wouldn't even risk the dodge. I would get yourself blocked free. I wouldn't even F around. Looks like he's doing that. Looks like he's gonna mark the Witch Elf, and it looks like City Councilman 2 is gonna block City Councilman 3 free. Is this collusion? City Councilman working with each other? I don't really know how I feel about that, but. Does he do it? Does he take other actions first?
You gotta take the dodge because it's still be a 1 die on her. You're adding 2 tackle zones, but you're taking 1 away. So, oh, he blitzes here. Oh, he just blitzed to move.
Yeah, he's strength 2, but strength 2 with 2 marks brings it up to 3-4. But his marked, yeah. So yeah, that's indeed. So
I think it's better to just take the dodge with a built-in reroll.
Yeah. Because you're hoping for a push, or a dodge. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right
he
play.
was just preparing if he failed. Yeah.
He GFI'd that. He GFI'd into that end zone.
Think about.
I think he GFI'd into that end zone, but he made it.
There's no way he meant to do that.
I don't think he meant to. I think it was just good old classic Blood Bowl pathing where it's like, yeah, this is good, buddy. Oh wait, fooled you! Ha ha ha! Which I lost a few games to that. All right, gets his wake up. So now, despite the fact that he lost 2 rats, the ejection only puts him down 1, and Bort's out of his apothecary. This is a hell of a game we got ourselves transpired here. Kami really dug himself out of that turn 2 hole with some absolute miracle Insanity.
Is the key to winning, which must drive the coach
I think
crazy,
Kami's
as
sweet
his
spot
teammates
really is
just give it
escaping.
away.
Because I think the
He's
Wood
doing
Elves
well.
just didn't have enough nonsense last season. They were close, but they're not escaping.
Definitely crazy. Crazy first half of the first half so far. I'm going to leave you with my man DK for 30 seconds because I have to run to the laboratory. And by laboratory, I mean laboratory. Okay.
Oh, man. I'm sure the Rats are just trying to play it safe and not get any of their more essential pieces taken out. I'm surprised he's leaving the Rat Ogre on the line of scrimmage. Although he doesn't really have any other pieces he can put up there. Yeah, there he goes. Takes him off the
What are
line.
you doing, Jim?
Oh,
Safe
I'm sorry,
play.
Bobby. You caught me polishing my teeth.
Why are you polishing your fangs?
Okay.
Since we are
I
now
have
zapped across
I have
the
returned. I
world
just
with
almost said I
high
have
destiny
backed,
cabal
which
vision, the viewers can
makes
see
no
the
frickin' sense whatsoever.
of my pants.
So, while we got the setup going here, let's remember, folks, check out NBP-Pro.com. Check out all the great Nuffleby praised action. We're totally rolling into week 3 of season 3 here. But we got signups rolling for all types of comps in the future. We're always looking for cool coaches and new coaches on PS4. So if you're taking a look and you want to join a league with a vibrant dev scene and probably a couple of cool competitions upcoming in the next few weeks, plus our pro league, our proving grounds, you know, we're growing leaps and bounds every week. So, and once Legendary Edition drops, I expect the league, our interest will probably explode. Well, explode relative to, you know.
Relative to the niche game of Blood Bowl, yes.
Be gone, fell demon!
Problem, Bob?
I thought Kami was going to leave his Rat Ogre on the line for a little bit there. He decided to move him.
Ooh, extra rerolls. You get a reroll, and you get a reroll, and you get a reroll.
I think at the end of the setup, the light bulb went off, and he said, "Oh, he's got a strength 5 player. Probably shouldn't do
It is
this."
so overrated. There's no room in sport for a scrap like this. They've grabbed the ball. A wise move, as it's quite fundamental to the game.
There she goes. Now, if you're Skaven, you're obviously not thinking that you're going to get a chance to score again if they score, so you got to think, pull out all the stops to prevent the score. I got to think that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
and
he doesn't have a dedicated one-turner, so
Likes to be
it's
well
a
assisted
little...
in a
Yeah, and if you're the Bondage party, you can't score with two turns left. You have to use the clock, because if you leave him 2 turns, then he's gonna score. He's an opportunity to score. So then it gives him more opportunity to kind of disrupt that scoring effort. I really think the Rat Ogre is gonna need to step up this drive.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on
Oh yeah, he's the only one on the field that can really deal with the strength. And another one bites the dust.
Right, miss next game. Keeps the apothecary in his pocket. If you're a Skaven coach, miss next game is your best friend. Oh, we vacation.
Well,
that's fine.
It was a journey route, so it's understandable.
Yeah. Oh, it was a journey rat? Well then, fuck it. You're not gonna waste your apothecary on a journey rat. Oh, you are if you're me and it's your first month of playing Blood Bowl and you're like, oh, why would you do that? Kami said that to me a lot. the first month I started playing Blood Bowl. Why
Oh,
would you do
I
that?
started with Lizardmen, and I used to make accidental Saurus dodges all the
Oh,
time.
accidental Saurus dodges are the best. I didn't see them, or just totally wasting your blitz or forgetting the blitz. All right, here we go. He's going after City Councilman number 1. That big hand. He doesn't want that big hand to stay in the game after that
Scary piece,
ridiculousness. I can't believe he scrummed that ball out and scored from
You
that.
put 2 heads on that piece, man. He is
Ooh.
no cage, no, no amount of tackle zones.
Yeah, Skaven's interesting. We haven't really seen a lot of Skaven, obviously because of Blue Skaven, what happened to them. But like Skaven with a lot of mutations and a lot of interesting mutations, that's not really something we've seen much of in NBP. So I really kind of hope Kami goes to some. I mean, he's got a leaper in there. He's got some crazy things, and I
Kami
know
does love
he's
the
deving.
interesting builds of teams.
Yeah, I know he's deving
not
with like 4 different Skaven teams right now to try to get the cream to rise to the top in terms of a call up.
Yeah, he's trying to get a nice skill up Rat Ogre, and he just can't do it at the moment. He does have a 1-turner in the back pocket, though.
Yeah, he's definitely holding back. There's no question there. So if you're Kami, you just gotta keep the elves in front of you. I feel like that's what you should be.
Yeah. Mark up these guys, yeah, and maybe just blitz the front of the cage with the ogre and see what happens. Pray to God you don't fail.
Oh, wild
Well,
animal on a 2. You see, this is what, and then he says
re-rolls
screw it, and then he gets it. But he gets the push, so he gets the frenzy. Here comes the frenzy. Now what's gonna happen to him? Oh, he loved that POW. Yellow is the favorite
Mighty
color
blow
in
the
Blood
strength
Bowl.
5. Aw.
That's worth a foul. You're not gonna get the pieces there you need though.
If you had a piece to spare, yeah.
I gotta feel like that Rat Ogre's job this entire game should be to stay on Painjoy. I mean, I feel like
It's not a bad idea.
yeah.
Reckless abandon with the Rat Ogre. I love it.
Sometimes you just get so mad and you just have to reroll a loner. Like I don't care. Like you're just full of re-rolling it and I don't care what happens, and then you don't get it, and then you're just like, oh. But then if you get it, you're like, oh, I knew that was the right decision. That was very smart. He's got pretty good screens going to mitigate against the downfield elf players. I mean, they still only need to dodge. Like Ninus, the Pierced, only needs to dodge backwards 1, and then he can explode down. But Beholder is pretty. Yeah, Beholder's pretty capped up. You're right. The other one could dodge forwards.
I think he maybe forgot to move City Councilman number 3 over a square. Maybe.
Yes, Midway chiming in with a good point. That and when it is your blitz, a loner reroll becomes completely worth it when it's the answer of your blitz or not. I definitely agree with that. Reset and looks like we're going to see a little bit cage reset or 3/4 cage reset here, but I don't know, man. We saw racked shenanigans. What is to stop Kami from just marking and then going for that? I mean, he did it on a 3-die. It was a 3-die. Are we forgetting that?
He's holding the ball this time as well. It's
yeah.
Not the strength 5.
Were we forgetting that he got a 3-die? POW, push, both down on a 3-die?
Oh, man.
At the same time.
He could make it a 1-die if he he can mark the appropriate pieces, he can make it 1 die. Oh, not anymore.
No. I mean, you know, I almost think you don't want to risk going ham with your Rat Ogre, and he's double marked, so you can't. But, I mean, you got to go at that with something.
Safety in numbers.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
I didn't even see. Oh, that's right. The third injury was the journey guy.
There's a loner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and he freed up the Rat Ogre, which is surprising.
Yeah, that is surprising. Although not really. He's really trying to make it as hard as he can, almost like a.
I would mark up the back of the cage a little bit, maybe, and then just blitz one of these players and maybe try to mark the ball up with the prehensile tail. But the AG5 negates the prehensile tail, so it's not really worth it.
Right. Oh yeah, prehensile tail. That is. I forgot about that. That's a fine. How do you do?
If she only had AG4, I think it would definitely be worth it. But
They're getting up close and personal, Bob.
You need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
Definitely thinking about it. Yeah, definitely.
I think he's just gonna go ham, get the 2 red die, try it out with the wrestle piece. Although I don't know, cause he almost marked the wrong spot. Yeah. Oh no, he's not trying it. He's not trying. Just screening off the area.
They've gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good.
Yeah, he's just hoping for some failed dodgery to be his best friend. He might come crash with that
I wonder
with that
if he's
Roger.
marking that specific piece. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's coming to help his buddy.
Here we go.
That's gonna hurt.
Nope. Pushes the reroll, gets the push, but now he's got a mark on.
Takes a skillful player to
See, I almost feel like I would have come down with Joy Peters, even though it was a risk to take out Azrael
I thought
Abyss.
he was marking that
to
blitzer so
prehensile tail.
He could continue with the frenzy without it screwing it up badly, at least.
Without being super frenzy trapped.
Yeah.
But I also think he was thinking of it didn't really matter, because even if he did that, he's got more than enough pieces to circle out, pop that ogre down, and get free.
Yeah.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
There's no dodge for that Roger. He's alright though. No permanent scarring, I like to say.
A Rat Ogre with dodge would be nutty.
I've seen nuttier.
They're gathering around
We've
that
had some
little
coaches
place.
here who put some crazy skills on some
Oh, the side step.
players.
Didn't think about that. But he's just gonna hit the crap out of him a few times.
Hey yo.
Gutters are so hard to
Dodge
take
and
down.
sidestep, which means the mark sticks. So he's got to get a Powsy Wowsy to put that guy on the ground. He's still gonna chain at least 1 to 2 more attacks, but sidestep is gonna allow him to stick on that. Nope.
And he's just
Not
never
anymore.
mind.
You should be able to use your reroll on your opponent's turn, I feel.
That's broken.
Wouldn't that be great? Then everyone would just race to 8 rerolls. It was just like
Yeah.
your TV bloat would just be all rerolls. Yeah, so he's thinking of doing
I don't
something
know.
crazy to score on turn 8, but Kami can still blow this all up.
I see a definite way he could definitely score this turn. If he were to blitz the big hand to gutter runner, he could have just run straight through to the end zone there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he didn't want to leave him a turn at all, maybe? I don't know.
They're building a cage around the ball here.
That's a good question.
A solid tactic.
Stalling against a desperate coach is not really a good idea because they do crazy things and they work.
Well, it's not a time to worry if you're anybody. Even if the game ties up, your Kami, you know, you forced Bort to score early, go 2-1, and then you could tie it up and then at least salvage the tie, or you know, prevent him from scoring here somehow. I mean, you've already successfully pulled off a three red die. What else are you gonna do today? A 3 red die that was the beginning entree to a +4 dodge in, pickup, dodge out nonsense.
I wonder if you would just play the Bort defense here, you know, double stack your players and
just double stack them and be like you got to do some sort of dodge or hopefully a number of blocking actions, and at some point one of them is going to fail. Ergo, I win. I just wanted to say ergo. That was one of my big words. I enjoy. I have a calendar. Okay. Yeah, I think the double up is not a bad idea. I think you might be seeing it. Because he's got enough pieces to at least...
Yeah. I wouldn't have marked the players if I was going to double up, though.
No, but you don't want to give him even that cushion to get out. And if you've got the bodies... Yeah. If you've got the bodies, which he certainly appears to, if he's going to be able to... I don't know. Like, I feel like he's got a gap here that he's going to have to fill somehow. Okay. So he can't afford the double up there, or is he going to pull the piece down, double up there, and then dodge away and do some sort of quasi double up? I don't know. I don't think he's got enough players to stop what Bort would potentially be planning on doing. But Bort's got to roll them dice. The end of the game, you play to win the game, like they say.
Oh, he's going to mark the ball. Ooh, the wrestler. And the push. Push. Yeah, push.
Oh, that's a good push. That's a solid push. I didn't mean that to sound like that, but that was quality. But he still has players. He could still just hand off, cross across the formation, and then just push it in.
He can hand off and pass like crazy if he wants to.
Oh, that would have been good if that guy stayed up. And, oh, that hurts. That's got to hurt Kami.
He may... Oh.
That sucked. He couldn't. It was a dodge fail, so he couldn't re-roll it. If he could have got that player there, he would have really prevented Bort, because he would have pinned the window closed, and he would have needed to do his dodges to get there. That being said, Kami is still fighting the good fight, but why is it every game he plays against Bort seems like he just can't keep players on the pitch? And it's not like Bort's got like 12 mighty blow or anything. It's his own. He broke his neck off his own failed dodge.
That's how I tend to die. My own mistake.
Your own mistake. I am my own worst enemy. Like I did that to Stinkleman and then blamed it on Dalt in a match that Dalt wasn't even in. Blamed him for killing one of my pieces, and it wasn't even a match against him.
You gotta think the piece does have AG5, so dodges are not super difficult. But now he can't get out straight forward because of the way he had to push the people. Well, the piece does have leap too, so.
Oh. Dodge and sidestep. Interesting, interesting. Oh, frenzy. Shit. Well, frenzy doesn't hurt you. Doesn't help you. Oh, good. Now it's just a matter of turn. Oh,
And
shit.
another. Man.
That's how you take down a rat man, Jim.
At least they're badly hurts. At least at the end of the day, they're badly hurts. So Kami's
I
going
think
into.
I would just step up and leap and then dodge out. That's what I would do, but a handoff is just as easy. Or pass.
Yep, he's going in. So Kami is down to 6 players against 10, right? Because he had a journey one as well. So 4-player swing for the Bondage party in the second half.
Oh man, that's what happens. Skaven is very, very hit or miss in that regard. But if it's your gutter runners that are getting injured, you're almost toast. Those are the heart and soul of the team. And Board is just gonna stall the entire half if he can and score at the very end.
I mean, he's got the pieces to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you're Kami, your worry is here. Well, he could just stall and just double up on you, 3 players a rat, and just start knocking down rat dominoes. But a cornered rat, that's a pretty dangerous creature. Just saying.
Oh yeah. I'm sure the AG5 wrestle piece will make quite a few dodges into cages this half. Did you mute yourself? Don't know where Stymie is going. Now Board is going to methodically hit the other team and stall near the midfield, I'm assuming. Probably foul the Rat Ogre.
I may not be the sharpest spike on the armor, but I'm not that stupid.
Unity is strength.
Come on, guys, together.
Ooh.
Sorry, DK, I'm back. My wife was calling me. You know how that shit is. All right, so we're talking about this just expected super methodicalness because it is 7-8. It's 10 on 6 right now.
Yep, that's all I said. I said he's going to methodically hit the rats and stall in their midfield. Probably foul the ogre. A couple of turns.
Yeah, I mean you can afford to lose the piece. You can just
you foul him at least
like
until you get sent off one time. While he's failing wild animals, at least.
Sounds like victory.
See, with my record, I'm playing one of these 2 teams in the next couple of weeks.
Oh,
Probably both of them.
You're 2-0, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm 0-2.
And everybody's tying in my division, so I'm first place by a mile because there was another Dalt and Greaves tied, and then Dalt already tied, and then I beat him, and then Dalt and Greaves and what's his name? I think they tied her. It was a 0-1 or something like that. So, like no one else has like 2 wins even, or 1 win rather, and a tie. It's either a tie and a loss, a tie and a tie, or a tie and a win, I think. So, or a tie and a loss even. So, I should be sitting on the top of.
Yeah.
Pending the outcome, I don't want to get too cocky. Blue's gonna be
I think
tough. He's
Kami
got that
may
Miracle
waste
Warriors
his blitz just to stand this rat ogre up, to be honest.
to avoid
Just to make
the...
sure that he stands him up.
Well, you could also just mark up and get actually do the blitz. Get yourself something out of it. But it is risky. He's thinking about what to do. He'd love a tie. I think he'd be happy with a tie here. So, but how is he going to predicate something like that? I mean, looks like it. Here he goes. Here he goes. This is the tide turner. Red Ogre with a smackdown. Yes!
Ooh.
Count feedback injury. I'm not trying to be biased, folks. I'm just trying to keep our viewership, and this game is not going to keep our viewership if many more rats leave the pitch. So, bam! Samson. We have an injured... count feedback is down. The Rat Ogre is dominant and lined in the middle of the pitch, surrounded by unfriendlies.
The ogre could almost touch the ball.
Skaven throwers have ridiculous apparatuses. Just saying.
None of them actually have a left arm. It's just a nub attached to a gun.
That's fucked up. So he's thinking about, he's got like, he still has 3 players he can move with 6 seconds. Kami's like, I paid for 2 minutes, I am going to use all 2 of them. Holy shit, Skaveman movement. He's like, I'll just go from the snack bar up to the ball carrier. If you don't mind. Shit. Kami's done literally the best you possibly can do with the pieces that he has been given. Like, you could not have done a better turn than that with 5 pieces or 6 pieces. You just couldn't.
You just put your players in position and hope the dice flub up what Bort's trying to do, and then you capitalize. If he fails to pick up again, you pick it up and run it in with, is that the big hand piece? It's gotta be. Yep. No, that's the very, very long legs piece. I think the big hand piece got injured.
Oh, Roger down, but not injured and not stunned. And if Bort just gets a little silly with it and goes for a foul and it fails, then player swing is starting to swing. Wow. If you were going to commentator school, player swing is starting to swing would definitely get you fired on day 1. And boom goes the dynamite.
Oh man, that's a bold move, Cotton. He brought the winch shelf in.
Oh, he's going for that foul. I'm telling you, he's got to watch himself because he could see an ejection here and a Rat Ogre that's staying on that pitch. Or he could see a dead Rat Ogre. Kami still has his apothecary in his pocket for just this reason. Oh, here we go. A knockout and not an ejection, it looks like.
Does the apothecary to keep him on the pitch?
No, he does not. It looks like a 4 and a 4. Well, 3 and a 1 and a 4 and a 5. Wow. That. Oh, and then of course he forms the I formation. Oh, it was fun while it lasted. Well, he's got 5 Skaven here. I still feel like you go all out. Is Bort a fouler? Yes, Bort is a fouler. Almost everybody here in NBP is a fouler. And if you say you're not a fouler, you're a closet fouler, and I don't want to hear about it.
But I'm really not a closet fouler.
Oh no, DK, you don't actually foul, do you? I'm sorry.
No.
It's funny. I'm talking about this like rhetorically. You're the exception that proves the rule. Everybody except for DK is a fouler, realized, or suspected. But
I
you're right.
will
You do
foul
not.
if I have been fouled, but I don't. I don't know.
That's right. I
Not my
understand. Like
thing.
somebody farts in your house, you're like, okay, that's how it is. I'll just, I'll maybe miss the toilet seat next time at yours, and I won't even feel bad about it. Kind of same thing. I get it. I get it. I always come out with this grandiose idea, like I'm going to foul. Like this season, especially with Strong Bad's Awesome Team, I'm like, I'm gonna do me some fouling, and I haven't needed to, because piling on is disgusting. I haven't needed to foul, so.
A lot of games I watch of yours, the fouls end up in the latter end of the second half.
If I'm losing, then yes, me spite fouling. Once I can't win, my goal is to foul as many turns as I can. Once it's obvious that Nuffle is just like, okay, we're sticking it in you, then I'm like, okay, Nuffle, that's how you're going to be? Well, I'm not even going to be productive for the rest of the game. I'm going to try to hurt people.
Oh, man.
Oh. Is a turn 16 foul frowned upon? Yes and no, Wheelie. I think a turn 16 foul is just par for the course. I think it's like the little cherry on top. And there's no rule against it in Nuffle Be Praised. That being said, we do have a fair play policy, and if a coach feels like he has been wronged due to excessive fouling and or spite fouling, he can address those issues with the larger governing body, but that really hasn't become a problem, and most people just, foul as needed. But if you're losing 3-0 or Nuffle just wrecks your team, yeah, a turn 16 salty as fuck foul is always going to be overlooked by me anyway, because I do it. I did it last season to Stevie and Rockport Redbacks. I absolutely did it. And you know what? 10 minutes later, I felt terrible. So you know what? But at the moment, you do it. You just go with your gut and you spite foul. That's what you do. That's my ruling on it. And this is the president. But those opinions in no way reflect the management of the league of which I am half of. So take that for what you will. That's a good time to plug NBP-Pro.com. After this game is up, probably about 2 to 3 hours after this game is over, the Week 2 weekly recap inside the NBP Week 2 will be live some point this evening. Probably late, probably closer to the 3-4 a.m. range in Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, excuse me. But it will be up. It is definitely a very exciting and featured part of our league action, where we've got pictures and recaps and flows down of all the great injuries and everything you need to stay on top of our 2014 pro season that we are going through right now.
This is going to be decisive.
It's a great point, Drake. If you foul while you're winning, you're a douche. If you foul while losing, then you're a big baby. Well, damn it! When can you foul? It is only appropriate to foul when the game is tied 1-1 or 0-0 or 2-2, and you are down one player or more. That is the only time, apparently, it is okay to foul.
That's a man after my own heart. Oh man,
that's funny shit.
Beautiful.
That's funny shit. This is gonna be a really boring 4 turns if these 4 rats can't stay on the pitch. I feel. I mean, there's nothing he could do. It's like a Tetris block of sadomasochistic anger, and there's just no way he's getting in there. Barring some, like Nuffle already threw him a fucking 3 red die, a big hand pickup in traffic, a dodge out +4 in and out. There's no flipping way. Nuffle is like, yeah, I'm not giving you this too. This is ridiculous. Like he's not gonna get. I don't think he's gonna get Miracle Dice to get that Witch Elf unless he can get that witch off on the ball on the ground, there's literally no pressure
That's
he
what
can
I
do.
would do. I would have
You
just
know.
started marking the sides and just going in there with the gutters.
Just start dodging. Oh, look, he's setting up a ladder piece for some. He's like, I'm gonna do it. I don't know what he's thinking there.
He's just gonna run to the goal line or close to it. Maybe he's assuming Bort won't try to score this turn, and maybe he'll have a chance to get the 2 red die nonsense next turn.
Well, Bort's not scoring until turn 16. No way.
No.
He's not gonna give Kami a chance. 2 turns or more, and there's a good chance to tie. Rough game for the Rats. You know what? They had that one game against Loki's Toys where they didn't get injured at all. Hardly any knockouts, no injuries. So you knew between that and the other game that it was boiling up. The problem is I feel bad for Kami. It seems like Board is always that. He's just in NBP, man. He's just had a rough time playing those games. But I know where he's coming from because beating Swole week 2 for the first time ever was literally the most satisfying experience I've ever had in a multiplayer video game. After losing 3 times in humiliating fashion and tying once, my record was 0-3-1 or 0-1-3, whatever the hell you want to call it. 3 losses and 1 tie. To come back and win that game and to put a couple dwarfs in the pine box was frippin' satisfying. And
that's how I feel about playing Demented. Just every time I lose by, it's like 3-1 every time because I have 6 players in the KO box.
He's a hell of a coach.
Watching scores,
But yeah, I know what that's like. You try to get that. You gotta get that. So I feel like I've already won my championship. It just occurred in week 2. So anything else that I get happens for me now is gravy. All right, it looks like here the Watcher, Tom Peters Tom is going to Tom goes to the Watcher. He's dead. Let him do it. He's dead. He is not coming back because he has no apothecary. That was my best Jim Ross. How did everybody think I did on Jim Ross? Sideways thumb, up thumb, down thumb. Talk amongst yourselves and respond in chat.
Beautiful.
All right. I could have thrown a damn him! Damn him! Where is what's his? The Watcher has a family. He's a family. That's right, Midway. I hope I ruined your speakers. I hope I did. I hope I ruined the speakers of all the people that are listening. If you aren't smart enough now to turn your speaker down because of how ridiculously loud I am, I still take 6 out of 10. I will take a 6 out of 10 for a Jim Ross impersonation. Because if you divide that by 2, that's a 3 out of 5. If you have a 6 out of 10, that's kind of shitty. But if you tell people you got a 3 out of 5, that's pretty good. That's way better than a 6 out of 10. And yeah, and the Watcher is dead. So at least Kami exacted somewhat revenge. Did the Watcher have any particularly good skills?
He had
wrestle. In a team with a strength 5 piece, with an AG5, frenzy, dodge, leap. How's your father? I don't think that really matters.
Painjoy has died twice. I remember it. He's died twice.
This is true. Painjoy is like flatliners. Bort's still fouling. Fuck it, he doesn't care. The mayor is knocked out.
This part of the game is when I would be getting really angry. I don't get angry when my pieces are just taken off the pitch with normal things.
Mm-hmm.
But
you're saying to a coach who already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of his opponent's players off the pitch to foul there, you think is just dirty pool?
I'm not.
I would agree with that. But I would say they always play each other full tilt. But that is pretty bad foul, I would say, as far as Midway. Yes, Midway calls it a D move. No, these guys are not related. They just have a fierce rivalry. Um,
Make
that
more
is
sense if they
something
weren't.
else. To
Let's see if Tom Peters can kill someone else.
something. I mean, he might just be
Uh,
thinking. He might just be reacting to the death of the beholder. Here he comes.
oh!
Oh, he's dead. Tom Peters is saying, "How niggling!" Oh, boom! Sorry for the screaming, folks, but this is just as exciting as hell. He is making him pay for this stall, whether or not he's. Because keep in mind, all these injuries Kami has, these are all badly hurts, and one missed next game. And they play these guys. They play each other again. And Kami's killing people and niggling people. Wow. This is one hell of a spectacle. And look at him run away. Look at him run away. I love it. That mighty blow. Tom Peters is just a mofo on its hair. So no matter where Bort stalls, unless he creeps right up to the line, Tom Peters is going to get him some again.
Painjoy may go exact some revenge upon him this turn.
Oh, man. This is great. This is what Blood Bowl is supposed to be all about when you talk rivalry games. This right here is a rivalry game. Although I will say, not many teams, coaches have kept the same teams for all 3 seasons. Like Bort has, I have, Dalt has. So, but I think Dalt and I are the only division
right?
with where we actually have the same. There's only one division where we actually had the same teams through 3 seasons. So they've actually had, you know, somewhat of a rivalry between teams in terms of Swole and Strong Bad's Awesome Team, because they're the only teams that'll have played each other 6 times with the actual same teams, to my knowledge. Because I think most people have swapped out, and we've had player shuffling in the division. So
yeah. My division last year was just nuts. It was a lot of mirror matches. It was a very weird division.
Beholder's going after Tom Peters.
Yeah.
Is he gonna go for a blitz? Oh, here we go.
Moved right next to a teammate.
Pushes. Does he re-roll? He's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it. If he re-rolls, he does. Oh, he is D-bag of the week. That is. I'm sorry. That is just beyond the beyond. I guess I get a free pass.
Take the cake of the bloodiest game.
It's you know what though? Tom is fine, which means with a couple of marks, Mighty Blow is gonna hit again. And I hope he takes out another piece. That would be amazing. This has definitely been a spectacle.
This is so wild. There's 3 pieces left. This is...
3 pieces on the
And
pitch.
Bort honestly doesn't have that many pieces left.
No.
But it's overshadowed by the 3 rats on the...
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point now, he's not getting that Bort. Unless he just decides to go completely crazy and I don't think he can reach, can he? No. He's gonna get that attack. He's gonna drop it on either Furious Jig or probably the Beholder. Try to break the Beholder's
He's got to
jaw
roll
or
a 6.
something.
He's got to roll the 6. Run away!
He really doesn't want anything to happen. Oh, he's squatting on the Bondage Party's logo. That's what that is. That's disrespectful logo squatting. That's absolutely what it is. It's a heated game. Heated game. Oh, he dodges away to get the 2. He re-roll it?
Roll? You gotta. Nope.
That guy will look.
One ridiculous game. One heck of a game. Oh, man appeals. Well, at least he didn't get injured or killed.
I think he may get fouled.
Turn 16 winning foul? No, we can't risk it because what if he gets ejected?
Ah, yeah, that is true. I didn't realize it was already turned 16.
Yeah, time flies when you're only doing two moves, two actions a turn.
This is wild. He's hitting people with no rerolls. That was a risky move. This is risky.
Oh! It is! Ladies and gentlemen, hubris is the default and deceit of man. The deceit of man is hubris. So let's point out here, Kamikoze has a turn left to lay the boom down. He's killed a piece, he's niggled a piece. All Board has done is got a miss next game, and it's a tie 1-1.
Oh, man.
So Kami wins this almost any way you look at it. Because he's in the lead, so he's still in first place. He's permanently marred his opponent's team. He's no worse for the wear outside of a miss next game. And he has the potential to cause another injury.
The miss next game is on a Journey line rat, too, so it's...
Oh, you're right! This is absolutely insane.
Players arrive to assist their teammates.
Blue Max with hashtag just score. I freaking love it. This reminds me of
I was so surprised.
This reminds me of the finals of the Race Roulette Ruckus. SC Bear and against Mario, and SC Bear hot dogged the handoff for the SPP instead of the score to force the overtime and lost the match on turn 16 because he didn't score to force the overtime. And that right
I don't
there.
know if he didn't realize he had no reroll.
No, he knew.
Or...
He knew. That is quite possibly one of the most insane things I have ever seen. So it goes down to 1-1 tie. Goth Bondage Party versus Rats Off to You here at NBP Season 3, Week 3. I want to shout out to DK as well as all of our viewers and of course our coaches Bort, Bot18 and Kamikoze for a great match. Make sure to check out NBP-Pro.com for all your great viewing needs in Blood Bowl. And we'll go ahead and sign off now.